Hey everyone, are you ready to connect consciously to manage your emotions and your life? Welcome to Connected Life. I'm Air Mays. Listen to my journey of overcoming both emotional pain and the accompanying physical pain and reconnecting to myself and the universe. Discover how emotional intelligence can transform your relationships and help you conquer chronic pain. Emotions cause both mental pain and physical pain and are often deeply connected to one another. Gain understanding into how all parts of our minds and our bodies are universally connected to one universal source. Through personal experience, powerful insights, and practical tools, we'll explore healing, connection, and the path to creating a life that you love intentionally, authentically, and deeply. If you have questions, please click the description and send me a text via fan mail, and I will answer as many as I can in the next episode. Find me on YouTube at My Connected Life. Thank you for listening. Now let's get connected. Hello and welcome to Connected Life. This is Anthony, and today we are talking about what we always talk about, right? Connection. Connection with thoughts and feelings, and how your thoughts and your feelings create things, create outcomes, create realities. Now, I know there's a lot of talk out there about manifestation, the law of attraction, and I'm curious. And please comment to the show and ask questions or let us know what you have experienced. Have you tried law of attraction? Have you tried manifestation? Do you believe that thoughts create things or events or manifestations in life? So if you've tried these types of things and they have worked, how have they worked? And are you continuing with them? And of course, if you've tried these kinds of things and they have not worked, why do you think they haven't worked? Or why do you think that they may work or do work for some people, but have not worked for you? So one of the biggest things that I think about when I consider manifestation, law of attraction, one of the first things that comes to mind is chronic pain. So emotions that cause chronic pain. And some of that, for me personally, has been because I was thinking about it, because I was afraid. So having fear of the pain manifested the pain. And yes, I completely believe that. I believe that the things that I think and the things that I feel, especially the feeling, are the things that manifest and come about in my reality. And of course, I know for a fact how I was thinking and feeling when I initially started feeling pain in my body, pain in my feet, pain in my knees, pain in my feet. So on the other side of that, what I was thinking about with regard to relationships was also something that changed based on my thoughts and my feelings. I kind of had a feeling that I was in a relationship that was not the right relationship. It wasn't the best relationship. It wasn't the relationship that was going the way that I wanted or needed, or the way that I thought was best for me and also for the other person. Was I the best fit for this person? And was this person the best fit for me? I didn't really think so. I didn't really believe so. I didn't really feel like it was. So of course, that relationship ended. And that relationship kind of ended at a point where I had thoughts and feelings that someone else was. I thought someone else was the person, or I thought someone else might give me what I needed or what I wanted, and I might be the right person for them. So I followed that route, and a few months into that relationship, I started getting similar feelings of, oh, this is probably not the relationship for me. This is probably not something that's going to last long term. It just didn't feel good, right? You kind of have an idea when things are going really well, or if they're going really terrible, or if they're somewhere in between. They're kind of good, but they're not that great. So my feelings about the relationship kind of caused that relationship to end as well. And it was a situation where the person came to me and said, this is not going the way I want it or need it to go. And also, I think that you're expecting or needing something that I'm not needing or expecting, which was true, right? So I guess in essence, what I was thinking and feeling is what manifested, or is what unfolded and what happened. I'm thinking and feeling this relationship is not the best one or the one that I want to be in. And the person comes to me and says, basically, we should probably call it quits. This isn't working for me either. So I can't be upset about that because I was already thinking and feeling that. So it goes in line with, I guess, a lot of things that we feel, right? I'm not going to pass the test. I'm not going to get the job. Or, of course, the opposite of that. I know I'm going to pass this test. I know I'm going to get this job. I know I'm going to get this promotion. I know I'm going to marry this girl. I know I'm going to get engaged to this guy. All of these things that we're thinking and feeling are actually causing things to happen in our lives. So if you look back at your life, right, the last week, the last month, the last year, the last 5, 10, or 15 years, how many things can you look at and say, oh, wow, I remember this really good thing happened, and I remember how I was thinking and feeling about it. And also, oh, I remember this really horrible thing happened, and I remember how I was thinking and feeling about that. So once you get to the point where you can map back and connect the dots and say, wow, I was feeling this way and this thing happened, and I was feeling this way and this thing happened, you kind of get an idea that, holy crap, maybe that is actually working the way that it seems like it could be working. And that is the way I'm thinking and the way I'm feeling is causing what's happening in my life. So I don't know what your experience has been. I can only speak about my own personal experience. I do know other people that are into manifestation, law of attraction, and they have things that go their way all the time. I have more and more things go my way more and more frequently. Better relationships, more money, better health, less physical pain, less horrible outcomes. And at the same time, when something does happen that doesn't go my way or is not what I would prefer or desire, I can kind of look back and say, oh, wow, I was thinking this, and that's what I got. On the surface, I might be thinking, oh, wow, I really want that house. And then I don't get the house. And then I kind of think, well, I was thinking that was pretty good, but that wasn't really the house. So I got that wasn't really the house. So clearly my feeling was stronger toward that's probably not the house. So that's a good thing, right? If that's not the house, that's not the house. If that's not the partner, that's not the partner. If it's not the car, it's not the car. Whatever it is that you're thinking, you have to be really honest with yourself and say, is this really what I want? And if it's really what you want, then you should feel a certain way. And if it's not what you want, you're going to feel a different way, right? You're going to have different thoughts. You're going to have different feelings, different emotions. And all of those things are going to manifest certain events and outcomes in your life. So I say all this because when it comes to connected life and being connected with yourself, your body, your mind, your spirit, things and people outside of you, you have to start really getting in touch with your emotions. Your emotions are what's driving most of what's happening in your life. How am I thinking? How am I feeling? What is the emotion? Is the emotion sadness? Is the emotion loneliness? Do I feel excited? Do I feel filled with joy? Am I satisfied with my job? Am I content? Am I satisfied? Am I content? There's a big difference, right? I'm content, meaning it's okay. I'm living with it and I'm fine, versus I'm satisfied. I'm excited about it. I'm happy about it. It brings me joy. So think about that when it comes to relationships, jobs, wherever you live, the car you're driving, even the dog that you want. I always wanted a really big dog, so I had a Weimaraner. It was 90 pounds, and he was great. After about 7 years, I guess that's about the time frame for a Weimaraner, he passed away. And now my thought is, I would love to have another dog, but I don't want a dog that is that big. I don't want a dog that's 90 pounds. I'm thinking maybe somewhere around maybe 40 pounds. I don't want a dog that's so small it's going to be hiding under my sofa. But at the same time, a 90-pound dog is a pretty big dog, especially when he still thinks, oh, I'm just a little puppy. Let me jump up on your lap. And it's like, dude, you're 90 pounds. Snuggling and cuddling is fun, but you're not like a little tiny dog that can do that easily. So how am I feeling about what I want? What are my emotions around what I want? Do I want a big dog or do I want a small dog? And if I really, really, really want a small dog, but I'm thinking my friends and my family will probably expect me to get a big dog, then what's going to happen? You're either going to wind up with a big dog that's unhappy, or that chews all your shit, or that is angry and aggressive, or you're going to get the dog that you really feel good about. You're going to get the small dog, and you're not going to worry about or consider what other people are thinking you need to do or should do in your life. So when we start talking about emotions, you have to be excited about the things that you want for you. You can't be excited about it because your mom wants it, or your dad, or your spouse. If your spouse wants a big dog and you want a small dog, I guess you compromise, right? A mid-sized dog. Or maybe you get a small dog and they get a big dog. And it's kind of like, that's your dog. This is my dog. Big dogs need more food. And they also poop a lot. Small dogs need less food. And they poop less. They also cost less when you take them to the vet. So it's all up to you. Everybody's different, right? Everybody wants different things for different reasons. But you have to understand, when you try to make yourself want something that you really don't want or don't feel good about, things are going to happen. Outcomes are going to happen to kind of give you the thing that you're truly feeling, not the thing that you're surfacely or consciously feeling. If you want something and you really, really want it, and you get something else thinking, that's okay, more than likely, that's not going to go well. Something's going to happen with that thing or that person that takes it away from you or has you get rid of it for whatever reason because you no longer want it. You can't stand it. You can't take it. You're not happy with it. In essence, you were not happy with your decision in the beginning, right? So when you're connecting to yourself and your thoughts and your feelings start to understand, you really need to do the thing that makes you feel good, makes you think good thoughts. Because if you try to do something that doesn't, it's not going to work out well for you. All right, so send me a message. Send me questions. You can use fan mail. It's in the show notes. It's in the show description. And let me know, what's your experience with the law of attraction? Does it work for you? I'll see you in the next show. Well, that's our show for today. I truly hope you enjoyed and gained some personal knowledge. Please download, like, and share if you believe someone may benefit from today's show. Again, please send me a text message with any questions about connection, emotions, chronic pain, and how the three are related by clicking fan mail in the show description. Video footage is available on YouTube at My Connected Life. Thank you for listening, and let's connect again in a few days.